For 14 days straight, Sarah didn't so much as look at me. Not a touch, not a hug, not even the casual brush of a hand on my shoulder. It wasn't just about intimacy. It was the silence, the emotional distance that gnawed at me every night when I came home from work. I had been patient, telling myself that maybe she was stressed, maybe she needed space. But 2 weeks of sleeping on the edge of the bed while my own wife scrolled on her phone, or turned her back to me, felt like slow torture. I tried to talk to her once. "Sarah, is everything okay between us?" I had asked gently over dinner one night. She barely glanced up from her plate and muttered, "I'm just tired. Don't make it a big deal." So I didn't. I shut down. I went quiet. I let my frustration simmer beneath the surface. Then, on the morning of day 15, she suddenly became affectionate. She kissed me on the cheek before I left for work, and even called me babe again, something she hadn't done in weeks. I almost wanted to believe that maybe, just maybe, we had turned a corner. But that evening, as soon as I walked in, Sarah was sitting on the couch with that look, the one she used whenever she wanted something. "Ethan, can I talk to you about something?" she asked sweetly. I sat down, curious. "Sure, what's up?" She hesitated for a second before saying, "I need $2,000. There's this new course I really want to enroll in. It's about personal growth and self-discovery. It would mean a lot if you supported me." Something inside me snapped. 2 weeks of coldness, of being treated like a roommate instead of a husband. And now she was asking for money like nothing had happened. I looked at her, calm but firm, and said, "Sarah, for the past 2 weeks you've acted like I don't exist. And now you want me to spend $2,000 to support your self-discovery? You ignored me for 14 days. Maybe you can discover how to pay for it yourself." Her mouth fell open in shock. "You can't be serious," Sarah said, her voice rising as though I'd just insulted her. "This is important to me, Ethan. You know I've been trying to work on myself." I stayed calm. "I'm not saying you can't take the course. I'm saying I won't be funding it while you treat me like a stranger. For 2 weeks, Sarah. 2 weeks of ignoring me. And the only time you want to connect is when you need money. That doesn't sit right with me." Her eyes narrowed. "So this is about intimacy, isn't it? You're punishing me because I wasn't in the mood." "It's not just about intimacy," I replied, my tone sharper now. "It's about connection. It's about respect. You don't get to shut me out for days, and then expect me to play the supportive husband when it's convenient for you." Sarah folded her arms and looked away, clearly frustrated. "You always do this, make me feel guilty whenever I ask for something. I thought you'd want to support me, but I guess your ego is more important." Her words stung, but instead of backing down, I leaned forward. "No, Sarah. What's important is our marriage, and right now it feels one-sided. I've been patient, I've been quiet, but I can't keep pretending this is normal. If we can't talk about what's wrong between us, throwing money at your problems won't fix it." For a moment, the room went completely silent. Sarah's face softened, just a little. I could tell she didn't expect me to stand my ground like this. Finally, she sighed. "I didn't realize you felt that way. I needed space, Ethan. Work has been stressful, and I didn't want to dump all of that on you. Maybe I handled it wrong." It was the first time in weeks that she had admitted any fault. But I wasn't ready to let her off the hook just yet. "You don't get to take space at my expense, Sarah. We're supposed to be a team. When you shut me out, it makes me feel like I'm alone in this marriage." She looked down, biting her lip, clearly conflicted. For the first time in days, I saw a flicker of vulnerability in her eyes. The silence between us stretched, heavy and uncomfortable. I could see Sarah wrestling with her thoughts, trying to decide whether to keep fighting or finally listen. "I don't want us to feel like strangers," she admitted quietly. "I guess I didn't realize how much I was shutting you out. I didn't think you'd notice." That hurt more than anything. Of course I noticed, Sarah. I notice when the person I love stops talking to me, stops touching me, stops sharing her life with me. You think I don't care? I've been carrying this around for 2 weeks, wondering if I did something wrong. Tears welled up in her eyes, and she reached for my hand. For a second, I considered pulling away, but I let her hold it. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I shouldn't have ignored you. I just didn't know how to ask for what I needed without feeling like a burden. I took a deep breath. Then talk to me. Even if you're stressed, even if you're tired, let me in. I can handle your bad days. What I can't handle is being shut out and then treated like a wallet when it's convenient. Sarah nodded slowly, as if my words were finally sinking in. I don't need the money right now. Let's fix this first. Can we start over? It wasn't a perfect solution, but it was something. I squeezed her hand gently. Starting over sounds good, but it has to go both ways. No more silent treatments. No more pretending everything's fine when it isn't. That night, for the first time in 2 weeks, we actually talked, really talked. Not just about her course or my frustration, but about everything that had been building up between us. By the end of the conversation, she didn't mention the $2,000 again. And when she finally reached for me, it wasn't out of guilt or manipulation, it was real. I realized then that sometimes the best way to be heard isn't by shouting or begging. It's by drawing a line and standing firm. My refusal to hand over the money wasn't about punishment. It was about reminding both of us that marriage is built on mutual respect, and that I deserved to be seen, not just when there was something to ask for, but every single day.